So today's lesson is really quick. It might not be very good, but it is what it is. So I wanted to talk a little bit about directions, and we will talk about this next week too. So there are things that we can say in English, phrases that we use to tell people where to go. And this is good when you're driving. This is good when you are in a building and you need to give directions. So let's talk about them. So we can say the phrase, turn left. Here, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit. Turn left. Go straight ahead. It's on the left. Turn right. Turn around. It's on the right. Okay, so we have left, right, right. When we say go straight ahead, it means go forward. If we say it's on the left, it means that when you start going to where you need to go, it'll be on the left side. If you say it's on the right, then it'll be over on the right side. If you say, turn right, it just means to immediately turn right. When you say turn around, it means to, when you're going straight, to come back, right? So we can say these things to help people go where they need to when we give directions, right? So here's a picture, right? It says straight ahead, left, right. And this is like a block, right? We have blocks. It's a bunch of houses that are surrounded by a street. There is a street around it. So I'll go ahead and read this kind of conversation, right? So it has two people. The first person says, I need to find City Hall. The other person says, of course, go straight ahead, 1 block and turn right. And the person says, can you repeat that slowly for me, right? People will speak really fast in English. I do it all the time. They talk too fast. And so you want to hear every word that they're saying. So if you say, can you repeat that slowly for me? It lets the person know, oh, okay, I was talking too fast. I need to go slower, so that they can hear the words that I'm saying. Because people in English, we kind of mush all the words together, so it's hard to understand. So the person says, oh, sure, that's straight ahead, 1 block, right? Turn right, it's on the left. The person says, thanks. And the other person says, no problem, right? So that's how we kind of give directions and how we ask people for directions, right? Where is this person's office? Where is Stuart's office? Where do I go? So we can ask ourselves these questions, right? Or we can ask other people these questions. Where is this? Where's that? We can ask people outside in the streets where to go. Oh, sorry. I'm so tired today. We can ask people in the streets where to go, or we can ask people in buildings. Where is the bathroom? Where is the doctor's office? Where is the, or you could say, oh, if you're at the grocery store, where are the socks? Where are the chips? You can ask these kinds of questions. Where is the milk? Where is the milk, right? So we can ask for directions in lots of ways. So I'm not sure if you can read this okay on your screen. But if you can't, then it's okay. You could pause the video and try and read through this, right? And then when you're finished reading, you can figure out where everything goes on this map to fill in the squares, right? This is the bus station. This is the bus station. Then you can find City Hall. Go straight ahead 1 block and turn right. It's on the left. Go straight ahead 1 block, turn right, and it's on the left. Okay, so right here is City Hall. So you can go ahead and put City Hall. So you can try and do that by yourself. You know, on your own, try and read and see what you get. If not, it's okay. It's kind of, it's a lot to do just looking at your phone. It isn't the best, but and then after you finish that, what you can do is when somebody says, where are the places? Look at the map and complete the table, finish the table. So City Hall we know is right here, right? So we could say, City Hall is on 2nd Street and Grand Street. Those are the 2 streets that it's on, right? Or I guess you could say it's on 2nd and Broadway, right? Depending on where you're coming from. So the city, you would say, the City Hall is on Grand Street and 2nd. And you want to find out, you know, how to say, what 2 streets is the post office, the zoo, the high school. So remember that when we give directions in English, when we are talking about things like houses, items, right? You'll hear at the grocery store, if you say, where are your paper towels? And they say, it's on aisle 11. It's on. But when people say, where do you live? You can say, I live in Salt Lake City. So remember, when we use the word in, it means that we have a boundary, right? It can be something that holds something, right, in a box. You can close the box. Or it can be something like a city, a town, a country, a state, because they have borders, right? If they say, the paper towels are on aisle 11 at the store, they're saying on because an aisle, right? I guess you could say, but you go in the aisle, right? But the reason we say on is because it's a section that you can go into and you find what you need. So they say on. And we say in when there's a border, right? So when we say the bus station is on Grand Street, it's on Grand Street. That's on because it's the building sits on land, right? It sits on top of land that's by the streets. So when we say on, we don't really mean, it's in the middle of the street. We mean that it's sitting on land that the streets are around, right? It's really confusing. Trying to learn this, learn English this way is hard because English speakers it's hard for them to know why they say in or on. They don't really know. They just know from learning, just like you know how to use certain words in your language, right? If it's Spanish, Swahili, you know how to say those words, right? And when you think about it, you have to explain it. You're like, why do we do that? It doesn't make any sense. It's the same for English. It's kind of hard to explain. We kind of have rules, right? In is when it's enclosed. We say enclosed means you can go in something, but there are definitely ways you can look at this and say, well, you should be able to say the bus station is in Grand Street, right? It kind of, to English speakers, when you say in Grand Street, it's like you're saying that it's like inside, right? Or in the middle of the street. But when you say on, it's kind of like, okay, it's on top of, right? It's next to. So that's a lot of explaining for not a lot of information. So I'm sorry, but it's okay if this doesn't make sense to you right now. The more you hear it, the more you use it also, is the more you'll kind of figure out, okay, I can say on for this, but not for this. I can say in for this, but not for this. If you can't remember, I do have a lesson in one of the old videos, if you remember, how we use in, at, and on. And you can watch it again. But this will be it for the lessons this week. So I will see you next time. Bye.